What's up, guys? Welcome back to Tourpedia Uncovered. I am so incredibly excited right now. It feels like the entire world is finally opening its arms again, and the energy is just electric. For so long we've been dreaming, planning, and waiting for this moment. Borders are open, flights are taking off, and that feeling of adventure is back in the air, stronger than ever. The globe is our playground once more, and I can't wait to get back out there and explore every single corner of it with you. With tourism back to normal, 2026 is going to be a year full of travel, a year of making up for lost time and creating unforgettable memories. It's the year to dust off that passport, pack your bags, and say yes to new experiences. So, I've been thinking a lot about where the most incredible, life-changing adventures are waiting. After visiting every country in the world, I've put together a list that I am so passionate about sharing. So, without further ado, here are my top 10 places to visit in 2026. This list isn't just about the popular spots, it's about places that offer something truly special, something that will stick with you forever. We're talking about raw, untouched nature, vibrant cultures, and experiences that will push you out of your comfort zone in the best way possible. I want to encourage you to think beyond the usual and discover a destination that truly speaks to your soul. So, let's kick things off with a place that is, without a doubt, one of the most epic landscapes on planet Earth. We're starting our countdown at number 10, in the wild heart of South America, Patagonia. Number 10. Patagonia. Guys, I have to start with a personal story here because this place completely blew my mind. I remember the first time I saw the Fitzroy Massif. I had been trekking for hours, the wind was whipping around me, and then, through the clouds, these jagged granite peaks just appeared like something out of a fantasy novel. I literally just stopped in my tracks, breathless. It's one of those moments that's burned into my memory forever. Patagonia isn't just a place you see, it's a place you feel deep in your bones, a raw and powerful force of nature. The scale of everything here is just immense, almost impossible to comprehend until you're standing in the middle of it. Imagine glaciers the size of cities, mountains that pierce the sky, and turquoise lakes so vibrant they look photoshopped. It's a photographer's dream and an adventurer's paradise. You can spend your days trekking through ancient forests, listening to the crack and groan of a nearby glacier, and feeling like you're the only person on Earth. It's a place that humbles you and reminds you of how vast and beautiful our planet truly is. For the hikers out there, this is your mecca. Torres del Paine National Park in Chile is legendary for a reason. The W Trek is one of the most famous hikes in the world, taking you past the iconic granite towers, Grey Glacier, and stunning valleys. Every step is a new postcard-worthy view. You're constantly surrounded by this dramatic, ever-changing scenery. One minute you're walking through a lush forest, the next you're on a rocky moraine looking out at a colossal wall of ice. It's challenging, for sure, but the reward is immeasurable. And then you have the Argentinian side, home to El Chalten, the trekking capital of Argentina. This is where you'll find the incredible Mount Fitzroy and Cerro Torre. Unlike Torres del Paine, many of the trails here are accessible as day hikes right from town. You can wake up, grab your gear, and be on a world-class trail within minutes. The feeling of watching the sunrise hit the peaks of Fitzroy, turning them a fiery orange and pink, is a spiritual experience. It's a moment of pure, unadulterated natural beauty that you will carry with you for the rest of your life. Patagonia is more than just a destination. It's an expedition to the end of the world. It's about disconnecting from the noise and reconnecting with the wild. It's about challenging yourself physically and being rewarded with views that defy description. Whether you're an experienced mountaineer or just someone who loves a good walk with an incredible view, Patagonia has something to offer. It's a place that demands your respect and in return, gives you memories that will last a lifetime. That's why it's kicking off my list for 2026. Coming in at number 9 is a place that has been flying under the radar for way too long, but trust me, the secret is getting out. I'm talking about Albania. When I first planned my trip here, I honestly didn't know what to expect. People think of Europe and they picture Paris, Rome, London. But Albania offers a side of Europe that is so raw, so authentic, and so incredibly affordable. It's a country of dramatic mountains, crystal clear rivers, and a coastline that rivals any in the Mediterranean. It's the Europe you've been dreaming of, without the crowds. My adventure began in the north, in the Albanian Alps, also known as the Accursed Mountains. And let me tell you, they are anything but cursed. They are absolutely blessed with beauty. The hike from Valbona to Theth is one of the most spectacular treks I have ever done. You wind your way through pristine valleys, past traditional stone houses with smoke curling from their chimneys, and you're surrounded by towering limestone peaks. The hospitality here is next level. You stay in local guest houses, eat home-cooked food, and connect with families who have lived in these mountains for generations. But Albania isn't just about the mountains. As you travel south, the landscape transforms into this stunning Riviera. I'm talking about beaches that will make your jaw drop. But the highlight for me was discovering the Blue Eye, or Siri e Caltere. This is a natural spring where water bubbles up from deep within the earth, creating this mesmerizing pool of the deepest, most vibrant blue you can imagine. It's so clear you can see straight to the bottom, over 50 meters down. It feels mystical, like you've stumbled upon a secret portal to another world. Swimming in that ice-cold water is a jolt to the system you won't forget. The Albanian Riviera itself is a string of beautiful beaches, hidden coves and charming seaside towns. I spent days exploring the coastline by boat, discovering sea caves near Xiamen with water so turquoise it glowed. You can paddle into these hidden grottos, swim in secluded bays, and feel like a true explorer. Unlike its more famous neighbors, you can still find your own private stretch of sand here. It's the Mediterranean dream, but with a unique Albanian twist and a sense of discovery that's hard to find elsewhere. Albania is this perfect blend of adventure, culture, and relaxation. It's a country that's proud of its unique history, from ancient Illyrian ruins to Ottoman-era towns like Gjirokastër. The people are warm and welcoming, the food is delicious and fresh, and the value for money is just unbeatable. For anyone looking to experience a different side of Europe, a place that still feels wild and untamed, Albania is the answer. Get there in 2026 before the rest of the world catches on. At number 8, we're heading to a country we all know and love, but to a region that many people miss. Forget the crowds of Rome and Florence for a second, and let's go down to the heel of Italy's boot, Puglia. I fell in love with this place instantly. It's Italy, but it feels different. More rustic, more laid back, and deeply connected to the land and the sea. It's a region of ancient olive groves, whitewashed hilltop towns, and a coastline dotted with some of the most beautiful swimming spots in the country. The charm of Puglia is found in its seaside towns. Places like Polignano a Mare are just spectacular. The town is built on the edge of limestone cliffs, with buildings seemingly hanging right over the Adriatic Sea. There's a famous beach there, Lama Monachile, tucked into a cove right in the heart of the town. You're swimming between these towering cliffs with the white buildings of the old town looking down on you. It's one of the most unique and picturesque beach settings I've ever seen. It's pure Italian coastal magic. But what makes Puglia truly unique, and what I was so excited to see, are the trulli. These are traditional dry stone huts with conical roofs, and you find them scattered all over the Itria Valley. The town of Alberobello is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it looks like something straight out of a fairy tale. Walking through its streets is a surreal experience. It feels like you've stepped into a village built for hobbits or gnomes. You can even stay in a trullo, which is an unforgettable experience, sleeping under these ancient conical stone roofs. Beyond the towns, Puglia's coastline is a playground. I'm not just talking about sandy beaches. I'm talking about rocky coves and natural swimming pools carved into the cliffs. One of my favorite spots was Grotta della Poesia, the Cave of Poetry, which is this incredible natural sinkhole open to the sea. You can jump from the surrounding rocks into the crystal-clear turquoise water below. And then there are places like Torre Sant'Andrea, with its stunning sea stacks and arches rising out of the water. It's a paradise for anyone who loves to swim, snorkel, and cliff jump. Puglia is a feast for the senses. It's the taste of fresh orecchiette pasta, the smell of olive groves in the sun, the sight of the deep blue Adriatic against white stone. It's about slowing down and embracing the Italian philosophy of la dolce vita, the sweet life. It's less about checking off a list of sights, and more about soaking in the atmosphere, enjoying long meals, and finding your own perfect little cove to swim in. For a truly authentic and beautiful Italian experience in 2026, Puglia is where you need to be. For our number 7 spot, we're jetting off to the Caribbean, to an island that is pure volcanic drama. I'm talking about St. Lucia. The moment you approach this island, you know it's special. It doesn't look like your typical flat sandy Caribbean island. Instead, it rises dramatically from the sea, covered in a blanket of lush green rainforest. And then you see them, the Pitons. These two volcanic spires, Gros Piton and Petit Piton, are the island's iconic landmarks, and they are absolutely breathtaking. Seeing the Pitons for the first time is a core travel memory. They just dominate the landscape, majestic and ancient. They are the heart and soul of St. Lucia. You can hike Gros Piton, which is a challenging but incredibly rewarding trek. When you get to the top and look out over the island and the glittering Caribbean Sea, you feel a massive sense of accomplishment. The view is just out of this world. The island's beauty is so raw and powerful, it feels prehistoric, like you've landed on the set of Jurassic Park. The entire island is a green paradise. It's one of the most lush places I've ever been. You can zipline through the rainforest canopy, hike to hidden waterfalls where you can cool off in the refreshing pools, or visit the Sulphur Springs, the world's only drive-in volcano. Here, you can take a mud bath in the mineral-rich volcanic mud, which is supposed to be amazing for your skin. It's a messy, fun, and uniquely St. Lucian experience, getting covered head to toe in warm, gray mud. And of course, being in the Caribbean, the water is a huge part of the experience. The snorkeling and diving here are fantastic, especially around the base of the Pitons. The area is a protected marine reserve, so the coral is vibrant and the marine life is abundant. You can swim with schools of colorful fish, spot sea turtles, and just lose yourself in that underwater world. The contrast of the deep green mountains plunging into the bright turquoise water is a sight you will never, ever get tired of. St. Lucia offers the perfect balance of adventure and relaxation. You can spend your morning hiking a volcano and your afternoon lounging on a beautiful beach like Anse Chastanet with its unique black volcanic sand. You can explore vibrant fishing villages, taste the amazing Creole cuisine, and just soak in the laid-back island vibes. It's an island that captivates you with its dramatic beauty and warm spirit. For a Caribbean escape that's more than just a beach, St. Lucia is an unforgettable choice for 2026. Number 6 is a country that holds a special place in the heart of so many travelers, including me. It's often the first place people go on their first big backpacking trip, and for good reason. It's Thailand. But for 2026, I want to talk about getting beyond the usual circuit and diving into the pure adventure that this country offers. Thailand has this incredible ability to be whatever you want it to be: a relaxing beach getaway, a spiritual journey, a culinary explosion, or a full-on adrenaline rush. Of course, you can't talk about Thailand without mentioning the islands. The Phi Islands are famous for a reason. Arriving by longtail boat and seeing those massive limestone karsts jutting out of the emerald green water is an image that defines paradise for many. Maya Bay is stunning, but I encourage you to explore the lesser-known lagoons and beaches around Phi Lay. Rent a private longtail boat for the day, find your own little secluded spot, and just live out that classic Thai island fantasy. It's as beautiful as you imagine. For me, one of the most dramatic and beautiful places in all of Thailand is Railay Beach. What's so cool about Railay is that it's technically part of the mainland, but it's cut off by towering limestone cliffs, so you can only get there by boat. This gives it a real island feel. It's a rock climber's paradise, with hundreds of routes scaling the sheer cliff faces. Even if you're not a climber, just watching them is incredible, and the beaches, like Phra Nang, with its famous cave shrine, are just breathtaking, especially at sunset. But the adventure that truly blew me away in Thailand was staying in a floating bungalow in Khao Sok National Park. This place is mind-blowing. It's one of the oldest rainforests in the world, and in the middle of it is the massive man-made Chow Lan Lake. Dotted across the lake are these simple floating raft houses where you can stay, waking up in the morning, opening your door, and jumping straight from your porch into the calm emerald water with the sounds of gibbons echoing through the jungle. It's an experience I will never forget. Thailand is a country that keeps on giving. It's the chaos and energy of Bangkok, the peaceful temples of Chiang Mai, the incredible food you can find on every street corner for just a few dollars. It's the warmth and kindness of the Thai people. The land of smiles is not just a slogan, it's real. For 2026, I urge you to go back to Thailand or visit for the first time, but push the boundaries. Go trekking in the north, learn to cook the food, sleep on a floating lake, and discover the magic that lies beyond the main tourist trail. Alright, at number 5, we're heading to a country that perfectly blends ancient tradition with hyper-modern futuristic vibes. I'm talking about South Korea. This country surprised me in so many ways. I knew about K-pop and the amazing food, but I had no idea about the incredible natural beauty and the opportunities for epic outdoor adventures. South Korea is a powerhouse of culture, technology, and nature, and it's a destination that should be on everyone's radar for 2026. Your journey will likely start in Seoul, and the city is electric. It's a megacity that never sleeps, with gleaming skyscrapers, futuristic subway systems, and endless shopping and entertainment. But right alongside that, you have serene ancient palaces, like Gyeongbokgung, where you can feel like you've stepped back in time. And the food scene, wow. From sizzling Korean BBQ cooked at your table to the endless variety of street food at Gwangjang Market, Seoul is a paradise for food lovers. It's a city of incredible contrasts and boundless energy, but here's the part that surprised me: the mountains. Seoul is surrounded by mountains, and hiking is a national pastime in Korea. Bukhansan National Park is right on the edge of the city. You can literally take the subway to the trailhead, hike up to these incredible granite peaks with panoramic views of the entire city, and be back in town for dinner. For further east, Seoraksan National Park offers some of the most stunning mountain scenery in the country, especially in the autumn when the leaves change color. It's a hiker's dream. And then there's the jewel of South Korea, Jeju Island. This volcanic island off the southern coast is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it is absolutely magical. It's Korea's version of Hawaii. You have stunning beaches, lava caves you can explore, and the iconic Hallasan, a shield volcano, and the highest mountain in South Korea, which you can hike to the top of. I was fascinated by the Haenyeo, the famous female divers of Jeju, who free dive for seafood, a tradition passed down for generations. South Korea is a country that has it all. It has the vibrant, 24/7 energy of one of the world's great cities, but also the peace and serenity of stunning national parks. It has a rich, deep history and culture, but it's also at the forefront of modern trends. The people are incredibly kind and helpful. The public transport is amazing, and it's one of the safest countries you can visit. If you're looking for a destination that will stimulate all your senses and surprise you at every turn, South Korea is it. Coming in at number 4, we're heading back to Europe, to a city and a country that I truly believe is one of the most beautiful and underrated on the continent. Welcome to Hungary. This country is steeped in history, blessed with stunning architecture, and has a culture that is both unique and incredibly welcoming. At its heart is the magnificent capital Budapest, a city that really captured my imagination. It's a city of grandeur, romance, and a whole lot of fun. Budapest is known as the Pearl of the Danube, and it's a fitting name. The river splits the city into two parts: Buda, the hilly, historic side with its castle and cobblestone streets, and Pest, the flat, bustling side with its grand boulevards and famous ruin bars. The two are connected by the iconic chain bridge. I remember walking across that bridge at night, with the Parliament building and Buda Castle all lit up. It's one of the most beautiful cityscapes in the world. It feels like you're in a real-life fairy tale. One of the most essential Budapest experiences is visiting one of its thermal baths. The city sits on a fault line with over 100 thermal springs, and bathing is a huge part of the culture. The Széchenyi thermal bath is the most famous. It's this massive, beautiful neo-Baroque palace where you can soak in huge outdoor pools, even in the middle of winter. You'll see old Hungarian men playing chess on floating boards in the water. It's a surreal and wonderfully relaxing experience that you just have to do. But Hungary is more than just Budapest. A short trip from the capital takes you to Lake Balaton, the largest lake in Central Europe. It's often called the Hungarian Sea, and it's the country's go-to summer resort. The northern shore is known for its wineries and volcanic hills, while the southern shore has shallower water and more lively resort towns. It's a perfect place to relax, swim, sail, and get a taste of Hungarian life outside the big city. The sunsets over the lake are absolutely spectacular. From the incredible food, think hearty goulash and delicious chimney cakes, to the unique ruin bars in Budapest, which are basically cool, eclectic bars set up in abandoned buildings. Hungary is full of amazing discoveries. It has the grandeur of other major European capitals but at a fraction of the price. The history is fascinating, the architecture is breathtaking, and the atmosphere is just so vibrant. For a European trip in 2026 that combines history, beauty, and fun, Hungary is a top-tier choice. For our number 3 spot, we're going to a place that is truly ancient, a place that feels like stepping back in time. This is a destination for the true traveler, the person seeking something profoundly different and deeply cultural. We're heading to the cradle of humanity, Ethiopia. This country is unlike anywhere else I've ever been. It's a land of dramatic landscapes, ancient Christian traditions, and some of the most fascinating tribal cultures on the planet. This is not a vacation, it's an expedition. In the north of the country, in the Geralta region, I had one of the most intense and rewarding experiences of my life. Here, ancient churches are carved directly into the faces of sheer sandstone cliffs, hundreds of feet in the air. To reach them, you have to climb. I'm talking about free climbing up a vertical rock face, with just small footholds carved into the stone centuries ago. It was terrifying and exhilarating. When you finally pull yourself up into that ancient, quiet church and see the preserved frescoes inside, the feeling is indescribable. It's a pilgrimage. Then you travel south to the Omo Valley, and it feels like you've entered another world, entirely. This region is home to a huge diversity of indigenous tribes, each with its own unique language, clothing, and traditions that have been preserved for centuries. It's one of the most culturally intact places left on Earth. Meeting these communities is a powerful and humbling experience. It challenges your perspective on everything you think you know about the world and modern life. I spent time with the Bana tribe, known for their incredible hairstyles and body paint. I witnessed their ceremonies and was welcomed into their community. It's so important to visit these areas with a responsible local guide who has a real relationship with the tribes, ensuring your visit is respectful and positive. Seeing how people live in such close connection to the land, with traditions passed down through countless generations, is a profound lesson in human diversity and resilience. Ethiopia is a journey for the soul. It's the otherworldly landscapes of the Simien Mountains, the rock-hewn churches of Lalibela, the source of the Blue Nile. It's the smell of coffee being roasted in a traditional ceremony, as Ethiopia is the birthplace of coffee. This country is not easy travel. It will challenge you, but the rewards are immense. It will open your eyes, your heart, and your mind. For a truly transformative travel experience in 2026, Ethiopia is a destination that will change you forever. We are at number 2, and for this one, we're heading to the heart of the African continent for what is, in my opinion, the greatest wildlife spectacle on Earth. We are going on safari in the Serengeti, Tanzania. I've been on many safaris all over the world, but nothing, and I mean nothing, compares to the Serengeti. The name itself means endless plains in the Maasai language, and that's exactly what it is. A vast, seemingly infinite landscape teeming with life. The sheer number of animals here is just staggering. It's not about searching for hours to spot one lion. Here, you see entire prides lounging in the shade. You see herds of elephants numbering in the hundreds, wandering gracefully across the plains. You see giraffes, zebras, cheetahs, leopards, hyenas. It's like watching a real-life National Geographic documentary unfold right in front of your eyes. The ecosystem is so vibrant, so full of drama and beauty. You feel this incredible energy all around you. The ultimate prize, of course, is witnessing the Great Migration. This is where over 1 million wildebeest, along with hundreds of thousands of zebras and gazelles, journey in a massive circular route across the Serengeti and into Kenya's Masai Mara in search of fresh grazing. Seeing the plains filled with animals as far as the eye can see is a sight that is almost impossible to describe. And then, there are the river crossings, the dramatic life and death struggle as the herds plunge into crocodile-infested waters. It's raw, it's intense, and it's nature at its most powerful. But a safari here is more than just the animals. It's the whole experience. It's waking up before dawn, the air crisp and cool, and heading out in the 4x4 as the sun begins to rise, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink. It's stopping for a coffee break in the middle of the bush, surrounded by nothing but the sounds of nature. It's listening to the stories of your local guide, whose knowledge of the land and its creatures is absolutely incredible. And the sunsets? Guys, the sunsets in the Serengeti are on another level. There's nothing quite like ending your day, sitting around a campfire or having a sundowner drink, and watching the giant red sun dip below the horizon, silhouetting the acacia trees and turning the whole world golden. You hear the distant roar of a lion as the stars begin to fill the night sky. It's a magical, almost spiritual experience that connects you to the wild heart of Africa. for a trip that will leave you in complete awe of the natural world, the Serengeti is my number 2 pick for 2026. And here we are. My number 1 must-visit destination for 2026. This is the place that I think defines the word paradise. It's the ultimate dream destination, the screensaver that comes to life. My top pick for 2026 is Bora Bora, French Polynesia. I know it's a classic, but let me tell you, it lives up to every single bit of the hype, and then some. This place is so beautiful it honestly doesn't feel real, even when you're there. The experience begins before you even land. As your small plane makes its approach, you look out the window and see it, the iconic Mount Otomanu, a jagged emerald-green volcanic remnant, rising up from the center of the most impossibly turquoise lagoon you have ever seen. The water has so many different shades of blue, from deep sapphire to pale aquamarine, it looks like an artist's palette. That first glimpse is a moment you will never, ever forget. It's pure, breathtaking magic. The main attraction of Bora Bora is, without a doubt, the lagoon. This is the world's most beautiful swimming pool. The water is warm, calm, and so incredibly clear. You can spend your days just floating, paddleboarding, or kayaking over this liquid paradise. Many people choose to stay in the famous overwater bungalows, and it's an experience I can't recommend enough. Waking up, opening your doors to that view, and being able to jump straight from your private deck into the lagoon is the definition of luxury and escapism. But the real magic happens when you put on a mask and snorkel. The lagoon is a giant aquarium. I went on a snorkeling tour, and within minutes we were surrounded by dozens of black-tip reef sharks and graceful stingrays. They swim right up to you. It's an incredible feeling to be in the water with these animals in their natural habitat. The rays are like friendly puppies, brushing up against you. It's a thrilling and beautiful encounter that connects you directly with the vibrant marine life of the Pacific. Bora Bora is the ultimate escape. It's a place to disconnect from the stress of the world and reconnect with nature, with your partner, or with yourself. It's about slowing down, savoring every moment, and letting the sheer beauty of your surroundings wash over you. It's the pinnacle of tropical dreams, a once-in-a-lifetime destination that is worth every penny. After years of dreaming about travel, 2026 is the year to make the biggest dreams come true. And for me, there is no bigger travel dream than Bora Bora. And that's it, guys. That's my list for the top 10 places to visit in 2026. From the rugged peaks of Patagonia to the dreamlike lagoon of Bora Bora, these are the destinations that I believe offer the most incredible, life-changing experiences right now. This world is so full of beauty, culture, and adventure, and it's all out there waiting for us. I hope this list has inspired you to think about where your next big adventure will be, whether it's to one of these spots, or to a place that's been on your own personal bucket list. The most important thing is just to go. Book that ticket, pack that bag, and open yourself up to the experiences that only travel can bring. The world is back, and it's time to explore. I am so excited to see where this year takes all of us. I'll be back on the road, making new videos and sharing my adventures with you every step of the way. Thank you so much for watching, for being a part of this amazing community, and for sharing this passion for travel with me. Now, I want to hear from you. What did you think of the list? Did I miss anything? What is your number 1 dream destination for this year? Let me know where you want to travel this year in the comments below. I read every single one and I love hearing about your travel plans. Until the next adventure, stay curious, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.